You too. Please halt. From your clothing, I see of my people you are not. What brings you to Hatterheim? Oh, a Soliskin. How interesting. Soliskin trust only those they feel safe with. It's trust you have earned. But I must ask, I sense one of you carries the aura of the Space Trek Collective. The other from the vast world beyond the Frostlands. Why come under the guise of ship?
Not sure who here knows what Ingvar did. Best not to mention his name. Don't want to stir things up. We rescued the Soliskin from a void storm. We were told they needed to return here for the right of return.
Void storm? You mean the one just... Then grateful I must be to you both. But ask I must. The void storm. It happened near a shepherdess named Astrid abides there. Saved the stray Soliskin you did, yet entrusted to a true shepherdess you did not. Why come all this?
I forgot about that. Without a solid reason, he might start to
Because Astrid has been hiding something from you.
Your meaning?
Astrid's daughter Maya is a student at Startorch Academy. She conducted experiments that broke protocol and caused damage. Maya is now facing harsh punishment. Astrid is busy handling the consequences and cannot fulfill her duty. According to the Startorch Academy faculty code, as Maya's teachers, it is our duty to address the repercussions. Since Astrid can't shepherd the Soliskin, we must step in to do so ourselves.
I should have known Astrid's daughter would stir such trouble. A tangled weave this time. But she will go to great lengths for her girl. The Academy's willingness to come this far is unexpected. Forgive my earlier words. You saved the Soliskin and helped our people. The title of Shepherd you have earned. Tonight we hold a feast for tomorrow's rite of return. Join us as a gesture to make amends for my earlier rudeness. Come, from this day forth, the Roya call you. Rest at the camp if you wish. The feast will begin at the 8th hour.
There's still some time before the feast begins. Maybe someone here knows something about Foreseer Ingvar.
I don't want to go to the village school. I want to ride a motorcycle.
You have made an error. If we follow your calculations, the reactor drive's rotation angle stands at 4.06 thousand.
No, it is you who is mistaken. I've recalculated it 8 times. And Foreseer Ingvar. Oh, we'd have no chance of studying the history of the Heliotic Six. Those like Ingvar seldom walk among us. If you seek him, your best hope lies in the right... I still remember how the current eye joined us in such spirited debates of numbers before taking her seat. If she were here now, she would agree that...
She would agree that it is 4.06 thousandths.
No, it is 4.08 thousandths.
Friends, it is time we feast. Tomorrow marks the rite of return, when we send our beloved Soliskin back to the great body of the Exostrider. Into radiant light, they will transform to join its sacred form. Farewell it will be, yet a new beginning as well. When the Exostrider wakes, we will... Now, let us put aside the sorrow of parting and embrace the joy of new life. But heed this, my friends. Too much drink you will not have. Should you make a fool of yourself into...
face Foreseer Ingvar tomorrow. I've simulated 73 possible outcomes, but even so, I can't cover every scenario. If I could build a model that covers all possible outcomes, considering the target system, the chaotic conditions, and the necessary compensations.
You were quick on your feet earlier. You've already got this.
That's because I believed your approach was effective. I tried to follow along. Did I really do well? Understood. I'll make sure.
With that in mind, you can relax a bit now, right?
I know. It wants us to give it a name.
Well, since it's really trying to buddy up to us, how about we call it Buddy?
Ah, it seems to like it.
It's settled.
Well, that's early.
Hello. Will you dance with us and the Soliskin? Grandfather Axel says the Soliskin are happiest when dancing with shepherds.
Oh, but I'm not good at dancing.
I'll join you. Let's dance with Buddy. What do you say?
Hooray!
Our real battle starts tomorrow. Tonight, let's relax a little.
Yes, my mentor should take his own.
Some uninvited guests have arrived.
Where did Morni go? I'll send her a message. That is something she would say. Not that I know where the 13th planet of Norma is, but at least I can figure out where she is from the picture.
Mentor?
We can drop the act now, right? Or do you think we should continue?
Someone might be listening. We should keep it up to prevent us from being exposed. Do you want to sit for a while? Oh, yeah, they've been running all day, so their power is low. I plan to wait until they finish charging before coming back. While they charge, I can't move. I feel a bit, embarrassed having used... It doesn't... Before I had prosthetic legs, I had a condition that kept me in a wheelchair. Now, at least, I don't have to worry about being immobile anymore. I can finally chase after what I really want. Beneath Lahai-Roi's frostlands, the stars here are actually just lights created by atmospheric array. Once, somewhat it's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Maybe the stars are humanity's muse. I think so too, but I also believe that reaching the stars isn't enough. There will be a day we build a miracle that lasts longer and is more beautiful than the stars themselves. That's the dream I've carried all this time. And now, I'll use these two legs to take the first step. Exactly. This ceremony is how we retrieve the exostriders. Then we'll use the multiphasic energy conversion model through the superconducting network to inject rebel energy into the neural interface. It will follow a 3-stage activation protocol, the reverse phase oscillation model, then excavation to finally create a phased... There's still some time left before my legs finish charging. That... Okay, little buddy. I'll wake him up now. Mentor, something isn't right. We seem to have a situation at the Archer Watts. I detect signs of a void storm in the woods. Waveform. Analyzing now.
So this is what's causing the panic. That's clear.
The solar skin. And they have already entered Character Woods.
Children, don't panic what was intake.
What is it that brings you here? With the Void Storm's fury upon us, it is no time to enter Bjartur Woods. This is a disaster not seen in centuries. We have always believed the Solace Tree's light protects the woods from such storms. The right of return cannot be done. Not in these times. I urge you both to head to safety, quickly.
Let's investigate this together. The signature waveform of this void storm matches the one that device generated before. This is no naturally occurring phenomenon.
When did you have the chance to analyze this?
When my prosthetic legs charge, I prefer to keep my mind occupied. Be careful. Initiating criticality protocol.
Ты подчинишься?
I found a device. It's close to the Solace Tree.
Solace Tree? I have a bad feeling about this.
Models complete. Command mode engaged. Leave it to me. Attack confirmed.
Прятаться негде.
Although so many contaminated exosphere here, the void matter concentration is also very high.
Maybe the device Astrid has is incomplete. This could be the real deal.
Authorizing maximum output. Order executed. Just like before. When it's disabled, the void storm stops. However... if this really was the work of Foreseer Ingvar, what would make him do something like this?
Do not worry. The path has already been laid, at last. Finally.
Mentor? Mentor! Are you alright? Did you see something again? It seemed worse than last time.
This void storm might not just have affected the woods here, but the working, I think. That's why I've been seeing visions of this member of the Six.
Greeting, the Shaper once made a prediction. If a visitor from beyond Lahai-Roi protects Bjartar Woods from destruction, an invitation to Solisai. Now, the one from the prediction appears. Solisai. They have their own missions to complete. The road to Solar Asylum is here. Please, follow this path.
Mentor, please, wait a moment. There's something I want to say to you.
What's the matter, Morni?
I really wish I could accompany you to Sol Asylum. but I think it's best if we part ways. Yes. When you touched the Solace Tree earlier, and even during your first vision, you looked like you were in it, but I lack the ability to connect with them like you do. And the Space Trek Collective's knowledge doesn't align with the ways of the Roya. In this matter, I fear I won't be of much help. Instead of joining you, I think there are other ways I can contribute, such as researching the unknowns we still face. Yes, Ingvar should have been present at the Rite of Return, were it not for that void storm. It's reasonable to suspect he... Additionally, the environment here is unusual. Investigating these anomalies should help our work here. No, you, my mentor, are still well then. I guess this is goodbye for now. You too, please. Take care.
You may approach. The Heliotic Six are expecting you, as was predicted.
The dim light here. It's like something I saw in those memories. From this angle, the faint ring in the center is probably the helio jar they put to a halt. My tacit mark. It's resonating with the star-like object. Seems like I'm able to move it. Aligning the pattern on the star with the helio jar makes it glow. It's feeding power into it. If I channel light from all directions, I should be able to restart the helio jar.
The heliogyre has awakened. It seems the arbiter foretold in the fractured records is you. Yes. With great reverence is your presence here in Soul Asylum. As you see it, is not as it once was. 5 of the 6 have lost their minds. This is why I summoned you. You witnessed the void storm in Bjartar Woods, yes? The solace trees shield the woods from such storms. Yet, through malice and dark intent, corrupted were the roots. And so too, the others succumbed to the corruption. Only I was able to sever my link to the Heliogyre before the corruption could claim me with the last of my strength. I turned the 6 stars to halt the Heliogyre and prevent the corruption spread. That, at least, ensured that when my strength failed and I fell into slumber, undone, no one, save for one. Correct. As one of the 6, I can glimpse the near future within the Heliogyre, but I am bound. All I could do was send a Solaskin entrusted with my message to you.
That Solaskin had vanished just outside the Academy.
Because of your actions, the source of the corruption has stopped. The stars are now, but the other 5 are no more. They can no longer fulfill their roles within the Heliotic 6. I have one final request. But before that, allow me to tell you what the Heliotic 6 truly are. Centuries ago, a calamity awoke beneath the ice. The void devoured all, erasing every trace, every existence. In darkness, the Exostrider's blade sealed the threat deep below. It drew its fiery drive, a light that would never fade, lifting it high over the Lahai-Roi sky. Under its glow, the frost did melt, life blossoming with Exoswarm aid. Yet the calamity stirred, its remnants ravaging the living. Thus, the 6 wisest among us became the Heliotic 6. The Exostrider's lens became our Heliogyre. From the drive's turn, the season's laws we discerned. We shed all idle thought to link our minds to the Heliogyre. Our shared cognition converged for mortals to touch the edge of the divine. Since then, the royal have walked Lahai-Roi for centuries. The 6 shared their computational power, weaving a vast network to reach the Exostrata in a dimension beyond mortal understanding. The data we provided to the Space Trek Collective was interpreted through this network. But now, the only one who can continue the calculations is me. The ones chosen for the 6 are born with resonance with the Heliogyre. It cannot be forced. Now the remaining 5 cannot calculate, and there are not enough worthy successors. Even if the Heliogyre resumes its rotations, unable to interpret its readings, we will be. For this reason, with your authority, allow me to bear the calculations of the 6 alone, and act.
The Heliogyre was meant to be interpreted by 6. If you bear all the calculations alone, what will become of you?
I cannot say. All I know is this. If no one remains to interpret the Heliogyre, the Void Storm's occurrences will be unknown, while the Space Trek Collective's decades of effort in preparing for the new solar ceremony will come to nothing. Since the moment I was brought to Solis Island as a child, I have never once seen the world beyond. In the Heliogyre's light, do I glimpse the universe, and in seeing life rejoice under my protection, do I take comfort. This has long since become second nature to me, a part of my life. So now, what I bear is not glory, but burden. Arbiter, please, grant me this authority.
I respect what you wish to resist. this is.
Soon, a great calamity will... I will share all that I know of the Heliogyre with you. When you call, answer.
Use it to avoid matter corruption. I need to find a way to cleanse it. That sound.
Save your strength for the calamity ahead, Arctur. The children will help. The rite of return, the ritual that once sealed the calamity deep underground. Just now, the children have offered their strength. The Heliogyre can once again begin its rotation.
Useless fool! I told you to destroy the Heliogyre completely.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason for this. Some uninvited guests threw off the whole operation.
Save it. I don't want to hear your excuses. At this point, our entire plan has fallen apart because you screwed up. And to think, I went out of my way to get a pass.
No, I'm begging you, don't leave me here. I'll do anything. Just tell me what you need.
Ugh, you're lucky the one at the top gave someone as pathetic as you one last chance. There's the other visitor in the Outer Woods now, correct? Some crippled scientist. Find her. Make sure she doesn't make it back to the collective.
Well, since Mentor is already headed to the Heliogyre, I'd best get started on what I can contribute. There are signs of void matter contamination in the plants and water. If I follow these traces, I should be able to find the source. Threat detected. Deploying force field. All targets in sight. Guidance ready. Order executed. Found it. This must be where the contamination is coming from. Heavy encryption, but it's sloppy. There we go. Safety measures, check. It's a test chamber. They were simulating what would happen if the solistries were contaminated by the void state. Feel It's encrypted. If I can open it, there's bound to be information about this device. The password can only be entered once. I could force it open like I did last time, but the risk is unknown. Efficiency first. Authorizing maximum output! Maximum power! Command mode engaged. All units fired! Order executed. This is a Space Trek Collective project proposal. Evaluation result. Proposal not approved. Huh. Looks like I'm going... Thank you. It's a pleasure working with you as well. So their plan wasn't just to disrupt the Heliogyre by unleashing the Void Storm in the Outer Woods. They also planned to...
Scientist, crippled, it's you. All I have to do is get rid of you!
I'm not really good at dealing with this kind of... Access to this lab, wearing Royan attire. You must be Ingvar, one of the successors.
Heliotic 6. Just because of my resonance ability, would I be forced to spend my entire life trapped in that Heliogyre? They call it Aroya's highest honor. Did they ask if we... Everyone acts like they respect me. But the only one who truly wants to help me is that good Lord
From outside the tribe? You...
What's that? Who cares? I just know that person promised that if I placed the device near the Solace Tree, my wish would come true. Then I'd finally escape from this frozen wasteland and go start a new life in the new Federation.
You have no idea what you're doing, and no idea who you're lining yourself with. This project proposal comes from the Space Trek Collective, dated 10 years ago. It outlined an idea to use the drive's emergency response mechanism to artificially make it fall from the sky. And the method for triggering this mechanism is to pollute the Solace Tree's root system with void matter, making the reactor drive determine that the Threnodian had breached the lock.
You're saying that because I dropped that device there. The drive is going to...
Morni, the Heliogyre is operational again. We can get the readings you need for the new solar ceremony. But something happening out there isn't right.
Yes. Once I handle something here, I'll regroup with you. Move aside. Before the drive falls completely, I need to go back to launch Helios.
No. His orders were clear. You don't go anywhere. After that, no, you're just a cripple. I won't let you...
It's been a while since I've heard someone talk like that. Since I had these legs, anyway. I've been told that in situations like this...
Wait a second!
I should make my displeasure very clear. All right. Now it's about time I catch up with my mentor. Let's go, mentor. We need to get to Space Trek Collective quickly. The Fraxit has tricked Ingvar into working for them, but their real goal is to send the reactor drive crashing to the ground. I've already alerted the Academy to evacuate the area around the impact zone. Before the drive crashes, it is imperative that we successfully... How are things on your end? Any danger?
All good. The heliogyre is back online. I now have direct contact with Sol Asylum to relay the data unit to the new solar ceremony. It's time for the final step.
We're running out of time. I'll use my resonance ability to create a more efficient path. Please, hold on tight.
Huh?
The moment we launch Helios, we'll need the raw observational data from Sol Asylum. Are you ready?
Yes. The Shaper has already shared all the heliogyre's data with me. I can access it anytime. Everything's set. Let's complete our mission.
The moment we launch Helios, we'll need the raw observational data from Sol Asylum. Are you ready?
Yes. The Shaper has already shared all the heliogyre's data with me. I can access it anytime. Everything's set. Let's complete our mission.
Where is Anselm at a time like this? Who else can calibrate Hyvatia? Cody, Vance, examine the orbital status of Helios again. Also, the propulsion system needs to be double-checked.
Professor, do you really plan to launch it without the raw data?
I understand your concerns, but we are on the verge of a disaster. The collective can't just sit by and watch it happen. This is my decision, as the supervisor of this project. I will bear the...
No need for that. We've established contact with the Roya tribe and obtained the drive's raw data. We can proceed with the new solar ceremony as originally planned.
But did you just say you managed to obtain the data? Wonderful news. I'll prepare the connective instruments for you.
There's no need for us to continue pretending anymore. Warren, or should I say traitor, aligned with the Fraxitus.
That is a serious accusation, Professor Morni.
I know. I meant it to be. You must be very familiar with this device, Warren. You handcrafted it to avoid leaving usage records. A clever idea. But since it is a personal creation, the marks left behind are like fingerprints. These are your marks. They've betrayed your deeds. Warren, you've desecrated the hard work Anselm's experiment accident. Your current position in the project. It seems the Fraxitus played a part in both, didn't they?
That is a lot of assumptions and conjectures, with no evidence. I could easily sue you for slander.
You're right. All I have right now are assumptions and conjectures. But my ultimate goal isn't to have you face just once we've identified the suspects. We'll have plenty of time to gather the evidence. What I need in this moment is for you to step down as supervisor. The one taking over will be one more thing. Your subordinate provided us with some key evidence already. You want me to testify against Professor Warren? That's practically perjury.
Sure, I could work some verbal magic, but honestly, I don't even know who I'm dealing with on the other side.
It is a dirty tactic, but it's effective. I'm confident in my analysis of those devices, but we'll need the university's verification to use them as evidence. In the limited time we have, the quickest way to detain Warren is Professor Morni, you can keep this recording. If I'm wrong, it'll be your guarantee later, or... Thank you. It's a pleasure working with you.
How did that traitor manage to...
already notified the collective. The investigation will start soon. From here on out, Rover and I will be overseeing the launch procedure. All Space Trek Collective personnel, to your stations. Rover, please input the drive's raw observational data into Helios.
Shaper, can you hear me?
Of course. Do you have all the heliogyres reading?
Everything is ready. Let's commence with the new solar ceremony. Pressure in the reaction chamber.
Preparing to open the energy output channel. Wave functions no longer used.
Helios launch sequence initiating.
Void matter module calibration.
Core energy system operation. No question.
Motion system prime command.
Helios is ready for launch.
Reorganization successful.
5, 4, 3, 2. Let our light shine in the sky.
Helios approaching target altitude. Progress 16%, 47%, 92%.
Warning, light output decay exceeds expected rates.
Sensor variation detected. Data reading compromised.
Control program failure.
Cause found. The hibation detector signals are jammed. Large-scale, highly concentrated void matter detected on the surface. It's surpassing the measurement threshold. Calibration can't continue.
At a time like this, adjust the measurement location. No, if the impact is this widespread, any adjustment would be pointless. Modify the detection components. No, even theoretically. What about high-powered void neutralizers? No, without the drive's light, all energy components will be unlockable. Oh, sorry, I'm just... The launch failure is caused by the detector's inability to measure the drive's operating parameters. That's due to the high concentration of void matter interfering with the readings. There are two potential solutions. We could increase the detector's tolerance to void matter, or we could eliminate the source of void matter. But neither of those options are feasible in the time we have. That's not realistic. The only places that aren't affected by void matter right now are Bjartar Woods and Startorch Academy on the protective barrier, or the Institute that has high altitude. Do we have spares for Hibatia's measurement modules?
Yes. Researcher has them left behind several prototypes. I'll go fetch them from the warehouse. But what do you intend to do with them?
The ice gods have failed us. So have our machines. Now, we move forward with our own hands.
Предоставь это мне.
The reactor drive is protected by aggressive exosomes and the immune system. It appears to actively absorb surrounding water to maintain the drive's protection. Contact with the drive is highly hazardous. Complete. Order executed.
Быстро и решительно.
Deploying command boat engaged. Locked in. I'm detecting strong energy signals from the target. Be careful. criticality protocol. Processing complete. Modeling complete. Cover module ready.
Быстро и решительно. Долой Танос! Одно целое сотрудничество.
Some minor fixes will suffice. All targets in sight. Guidance ready. Leave it to me. Attacking for stars. Here my queries.
Быстро и решительно. Одно целое сотрудничество.
Assuming master control. Processing complete. Modeling complete. Authorize my maximum output. Command model engaged. Order executed.
Быстро и решительно. Это твой последний звезд. Не лучше начать.
Model complete. Cover modules ready. All targets in sight. Initiating criticality protocol. Attack confirmed. Watch your position, Mentor. Some minor fixes will suffice. Assuming master control. Initiating max power output. Suppressing target. Suppression complete. Master checks. Stars, here my queries. Order executed. Access confirmed. Processing complete.
Быстро и решительно. Ты подчинишься!
Approaching the target location. Preparing to receive data.
Automatic concentration is increasing. Abnormal stress detected in reactor drive. Evacuate immediately. Repeat, evacuate immediately.
We have already come this far. So take that final step myself. Pity. I don't want to say goodbye yet.
Take your seat. Analyzing. Professor Morni, are you there? If you hear this, please respond.
Like just now. Morni must have entered the reactor drive.
Bravo, the Space Trek Collective is connected to your vehicle and will provide assistance. I can't reach Professor Morni. You're alone. We can't now.
Leads me. I'll find her. Enough for what I need.
The light gets worse the closer we get.
Disturbances within the drive and drive. Professor K is being consumed by it.
you leaving Lahai-Roi?
Yes. Sometimes, only by saying goodbye can there be progress and change. After all, even if I leave, Lahai-Roi will still continue forward on its own feet. Isn't that right?
Have I reached you this time? The door. How wonderful. So beautiful.
Overheat first. Cross my name off the mental health watch list. I'm finally free! And the bad news. Since I kinda did some falsifying during the investigation, they said I breached the rule, but since I did it to make sure that guy didn't get away with anything, and the final verdict is I'll still have to stay on the mental health watch list for a while. Well, once you have your suspect, the rest is easy. Plus, there's one teacher whose forte can bring out the truth from anyone. But I do have Professor Morni to thank for sending an official email that explained everything. That's the only reason they believed me. I guess that means it'll be harder to skip her classes now. Dr. Herson said she was overclocked for too long. I'm worried. Let's go check on her. I bet knowing we're thinking about her will help her bounce back faster.
Hello. May I ask if you are... I'm here to inform you that Professor Morni has just woken up. Please, wait, don't come in yet.
Sorry, my body... I've gone through rehab before, and it's been a while since this happened. Don't worry. Professor Morni, Dr. Herson said you were in bad shape. It's great to see you. To be honest, but when I was drifting in and out of consciousness, I thought I saw a girl.
A light blue ring. Can you describe what you saw in more detail?
I can't be sure, but I think...
It sounds like the girl Morni saw is the same one I encountered when I first got to Lahai-Roi. She's able to go up against the Thenodian herself and appear in the reactor drive. She's connected with the Exostrider and the Thenodian in ways we still don't fully understand. Figuring out who she is and what happened to her will be the next big task.
Rover? Rover? celebrate Professor Morni waking up and the crisis being averted, don't you think we should go for a ride? Nothing beats the wind on your face. So the three of us still don't have a group picture.
A photo under the new Helios. Sounds like it'll...
Witnessing the rise of the new sun together. That's also the promise between the two of us, Mentor. Let's go.
It's back in the day, whenever I was stressed about the future. Hanging out here, oh, look, now we can just enjoy the breeze.
I used to think that when I saw this view, I'd cry because my wish would... But now, when I see Helios' light pouring over the land, with the ancient frostlands and people who I just think...
Well, let's scream that from the rooftops. To freedom!
To civilization.
To new beginnings.
Three days ago, when Helios was launched, we registered an unexpected spike in void matter concentrations near Hyvatia. It interfered with the launch. We're still unsure what triggered the surge, but after comparing the waveforms with the device Professor Morni brought back, we suspect it was an artificially induced void storm. And we found you, unconscious, close by.
Dr. Hudson, I really can't remember anything.
You can relax. Professor Lucilla has already given you the clear. You're not a suspect. I'm just here for protective oversight, acting as your personal bodyguard, you might say.
Aren't you the campus doctor? And you're here to protect me?
A doctor's duty, isn't it? But there is one thing I need you to do. Before you fainted, who did you see?
Good day, gentlemen. Hyvatia's routine maintenance has been completed. I'll be on my way.
Who's that? Oh, never mind. No time to think about that. Dr. Herson, the Academy's review committee thinks that what I've said is unbelievable. But if you're willing to trust me... Before I passed out, I saw...
It seems my hastily chosen pawn has proven to be utterly ineffectual. It appears I'll have to add the final flourish to push the story to its climax. But no matter, no matter. I'll simply chalk this up as a poor judgment call. A band of fools who enacted a farce. Oh, such a pity, though. With this piece expended, the chapter where the girl forms her bond with a Threnodian must be delayed. But that is a tale to be savoured later, right?
Mentor, the wind may have chased your hair.